So I grew up in Bhakkar, a small town in South Punjab. My father used to own a cloth shop there, and in my teens, I used to go there after school to spend a couple of hours. I was less interested in dealing with customers, but was fascinated by the designs, colors, patterns, and textures around me. I studied computer sciences and graduated with a love-hate relationship with it. I tried working professionally, but I was unable to do so because my heart was not in it. It was really difficult to leave the aspirations of the family and a socially perceived lucrative career in performing arts, in computer sciences, for the love of arts. And where apparently there is no career or future in arts for a person coming from a middle-class background with no arts training. I think the real problem lies in the way we perceive education and the set of expectations that we have from schools, that the ability of children should be gauged by their ability to follow our expectations. Parents tell children what to study and what to learn. Teachers tell children what to think and what to become. No questions, follow instructions. And how much potential we are losing, and potential and time we are losing doing all of this. Through our entire life and school life, we are gauged by the grades that we get. If you are good in science, you are good in school. If you are bad in maths, you are bad in life. Is that about it? What about children's holistic learning, their experiences of life, their understanding to solve complex issues that they might be facing in their future lives? And if we don't engage children in learning all of these skills, we might not have innovators, inventors, and problem solvers when they grow up. And there's no wonder, we are where we are. I mean, look at me. I loved arts when I was a child, but I was only able to pursue it in my adulthood and after I graduated in a subject in a field which I hated. I'm doing fine, by the way. We'll come to that later. But the point is, if we are not allowing our system to support children and young people with different abilities, we will not be able to have a mass of potential and solve problems that they might face in their future life. And I especially would have used all of those years which were wasted doing something else and really work on my creative potential and learn possibly more professional abilities in all of those years. So how many of us remember what stories we wrote or what art we created when we were young? All of us remember what grades we got, but when we grow up, we value problem solving, teamwork, and collaboration more. And arts teaches all of it. And I think one of the problem, if we go back to the school and curriculum also, that we see how many schools really gauge all of these skills. And if the schools are unable to do it, I'm not really talking about a side activity as an art, where all of these skills are really invested and graded. So how we are able to gauge and create a success on top of the skills that children require. So as a society, I believe that we don't see children. We don't really able to address and understand their intellectual and creative needs. And if we are not doing it, we might not have thinkers of tomorrow who might be able to dream in a world which we are not living in right now, who might be dream mountains and have a capacity and urge to actually climb those mountains. So that's what I do. I founded The Little Art, which works with children and young people through arts. We engage parents, teachers, and families and run workshops, curate exhibitions, and produce festivals. Our 10th year anniversary was last year, and we are 11th year as an organization. And in those years, we have engaged nearly 600,000 children. That's 100,000 more than 500,000 across Pakistan. The reason I'm focusing on these and pressing on these is that fundamental purpose of education is making aware us about the world that we live in. And our children should be able to ask questions, and they should have a courage to find solutions to those questions. I mean, a toddler asks questions when they are young. Even before they are able to speak, they would just make gestures and ask questions in their own way. And when they are goes to school, our systematic system of schooling kills this natural curiosity among children and even punish them for that. Can you imagine? So one of the problem and one of the solution of these problems we identified was engaging children as artists and really experiencing art. Our Lahore International Children's Film Festival engages nearly 30,000 children every year across 6 cities tour. And we present world's best films made by, for, and about children to Pakistani children and audiences. Our visual arts project, which is based on creating a value of children's expression and creative expression through visual arts, engages nearly 20,000 children. We curate exhibitions that are organized across Pakistan, and we also train children engaging professional artists through our workshops. And from this year, we are also sending child art from Pakistan to several international biennales and arts exhibitions. The Tamasha Festival that we do, and we started 4 years ago, based on music, dance, and performing arts. It engages children not only as a performers or as an audience, but also engages them in a creative dialogue through performance and various of its forms. Drama education is one of them, which is really important to us. In the past few years, we have also started to work in public schools on activity-based learning. We are working in public schools to train teachers how they can use effectively some of the skills that arts gives them to engage children better and also increase the retention and enrollment in schools. So we believe that our work is really focused on raising the cultural capital of Pakistani society and addressing the need for children and young people for creative and intellectual services that they require. And if we are able to do so, our children might become thinkers and dreamers, and we might become a society which is more tolerant, peaceful, and human, and which currently our whole system of thinking and our schools are failing to produce. So let children be children. Let's not, tell them how to be children, and let's not tell them to grow up and before their time. If we are able to do that, and if we are able to nurture their dreams and let them excel on their potential, we might be able to create a society where our people think before they act, and they are able to create rather than copy and follow. Thank you.